What up, what up, what up, what up? So, I was just watching this video. Goddamn, that light is nasty. It's ugly. And, like, maybe this is going to be kind of controversial, versal, whatever you want to call it. I'll just burn myself. Um, but, they got the modern day, I guess, born again Christians and out on the street, preaching in the city, and anywhere, wherever, by the monument or whatever, somewhere in the city. And older guy, probably in his 60s or 70s, preaching, whatever, saying what he has to say. And a couple kids come by and they're like, fuck God, and da 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 da, whatever. And the first thing he does, the old man, it starts flipping the fuck out. I mean, it didn't like flip out like bad, but just you're going to hell and pointing your finger and it's just like, yo, like step back and look at what's happening. All right, you guys have one person's chosen one side and the other person's chosen the other side, and so this guy thinks he's doing good by going out and preaching the good word, which, you know what, I ain't got no beefs in that, but just hear me out. Whether you call it the devil or, negative energy or whatever, it got its way. Why? Because he had the duality of Christians and Satanists, so to speak, screaming and yelling at each other and arguing and fighting and literally getting nowhere. Just, literally exchanging, fireballs of fucking energy. And each time it hit the other person, it would like flare them up even more, which doesn't accomplish a fucking thing. That's why more and more I keep looking at everything as we're supposed to speak the truth and let shit be, so to speak. Not necessarily everything, but like shit like that. What that guy should have done was literally acted like he didn't even hear him. Because what happens when you fucking ignore him and you don't give him any of your emotions or your reaction? Usually they just fucking keep walking. But instead, you called him out and calls a bunch of bullshit, And then there's one other one. Younger guy, preaching, older guy, comes up and, throwing up all the Baphomet and all that shit, saying, he's Satan himself and all this other bullshit and fuck you, fuck your God, and, just a bunch of bullshit, And this guy handled it perfectly. He went up to him, gave dude the mic to let him speak, and dude was so fucking hyped up. He must have been pissed off from something, or I don't know, whatever. He fucking knocks the mic out of him, and dude just fucking calm, cool, collected, fucking lets the shit go, keeps talking to him, and lets him go on his way. And it's exactly what happened. He fucking got his digs in. Dude ignored it, or didn't ignore it, acknowledged it, but didn't react to it. And fucking dude left immediately. It's that easy. And I guess what I'm really trying to say is that when stuff like that happens, as far as engaging into negative emotion or lower vibratory, if that's a fucking word, lower vibrations, that's the gateway to open the door to your soul. So you notice that when people are ignored, it's almost like this. This is how I look at it. It's almost how I can see it in the physical. Not see it, but you just hear me out. Say somebody's trying to argue with me, and it's throwing their negative emotion and trying to get me to absorb it and get a reaction out of me, and I don't. It's like keeping my door closed. It bounces back to them, and it flares them up even more because they're getting a taste of their own energy, so to speak, when they didn't expect it to happen, I guess. And it kind of almost like, it's like somebody flares the fuck up, because I've gotten to arguments with people where I've ignored them to the point where I'm sitting in the car with these people and I'm ignoring them, just being silent throughout the whole fucking half hour of them doing it, and they literally wanted to wreck the fucking car. They were that fucking angry because they could not get to me, and that's just how I look at it. If you that's the first way that the demonic entity or demonic vibrations or lower vibrations, that's how they that's how they gain access, by you reacting, instead of keeping your mind sharp and fucking keeping your door closed, your soul door, so to speak, and not allowing that to come in. I don't know. To me, it's easy to see. It's not easy to handle always, because it just depends on how you're feeling. You might fucking react differently you're gonna react differently every single time. But you just gotta learn to train your mind to pretty much say, fuck that. Sorry, I don't want that energy. You can keep it, and throw it back at them, and that's when shit turns around, like, real quick, man. But back to the whole Jesus thing. Not saying that Jesus isn't real, or it didn't happen. I don't know for a fact, but I do know that people that do follow the Bible, the Christian Bible, and and speak Jesus' name, and live by good morals and shit like that, sometimes their life is a little bit easier and more peaceful and positive. But instead of looking at it like some guy is giving you back positive energy, look at it like, hey, you're keeping a certain mindset. I hope y'all can hear me, because it's fucking pouring over here. But look at it like you're sending a some type. God damn! I hope y'all can hear me. You're sending a positive intention out there, all right, and it's coming back. It's coming back to you because it's what you're asking for. Just like when we're depressed and we listen to depressing music, we get more depressing shit back because it's what we're asking for. We just don't realize it. And I think that's how it works. Instead of looking at it like some guy's in the sky, so to speak, and he's giving us blessings and shit like that. Like, I feel like we're manipulating it ourselves, in a sense. Not saying that we didn't come from a higher being or anything like that. I believe that we have, because it's the way things are set up. It just makes sense. But yeah, I mean, when you live by the 10 Commandments and you do things right, so to speak, yeah, things are going to change because you're taking all the negative out of your fucking life. I just think that sometimes people give too much credit outside of their soul instead of giving them credit for them doing it, because essentially it's your mind that's doing it. It's your mind that's thinking it, and then once you think it, you make it physical. And you bring it to life, the way that you act, the way that you handle things, yada yada yada. Why can't people see that shit? I don't understand. I really don't. But that's just how I perceive it. That's how I look at it, But I apologize for the rain. I'm sorry. I hope y'all can fucking hear me because, um, yeah, probably can't, but it's all good. So I'm going to cut it short, but I hope you guys understand what I was saying. Peace.